friends, it's Jeff Hudson. Welcome to My Penny Earned's Financial Wellness Newsletter. This is the second quarter 2024 edition. Rising rent prices. Are you feeling the pain? If you're in your 20s and find rent prices are killing you, you're not alone. A story published in the Axios Indianapolis newsletter last fall found that Indy area Gen Zers are spending 30% or more on rent. And the issue's not limited to 20-somethings in Indiana's capital city. The Axios article references a Moody's Analytics report that found spending 30% of income on rent is the new normal in many U.S. metro areas. While homeownership may be part of the American dream, it may not always make sense, especially for young people just starting their independent financial lives. The decade of your 20s is a great time to start good overall financial wellness habits, such as budget discipline and avoiding crippling debt. A failure in either area may make the homeownership dream nearly impossible. Part of life is housing costs. While homeownership may not reduce those expenses, it's an opportunity to build equity in a tangible piece of property over time. But the key is over time. If you don't plan on living in a home for 4 or 5 years or more, you may want to consider whether purchasing is your best choice. For more information, see the My Penny Earned course on homeownership. Saving for your child's education. A 4-year college degree used to be considered a ticket to greater prosperity, and the data indicates it often is. However, a changing economy and massive student debt have prompted many young people to swap a traditional 4-year college for vocational schools. And it looks like their parents support the idea. A 2023 study by New America found that 80% of Americans believe it is easier to find a well-paying, stable career if individuals receive any type of education beyond high school. Saving for college or a skilled trades education can help a young adult have the choices their parents wish for them. For example, a child committed to a college nursing degree may be glad to have a nest egg for books or tuition. The same is true for someone entering a skilled trades education program. One form of tax-advantaged college savings is what's known as a 529 plan, which is designed to help families, including generous grandparents, save for future education expenses. These plans offer tax-free growth and withdrawals when used for qualified education expenses, such as tuition, fees, and books. Many states have 529 savings plans, with some offering tax advantages for residents. But before enrolling in a 529 savings plan, make sure you understand the differences between various 529 plans and their associated costs. In short, a 529 plan can offer families a tax-efficient, flexible, and accessible way to save for a future education as they plan a solid and productive life for their children and grandchildren. For more information on education debt, see the My Penny Earned lesson, Managing Student Loan Debt. Get started on your education savings journey by learning more from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They offer information on what is a 529 savings plan, what should I know before investing in a 529 savings plan, what are the differences between 529 plans, and how much do 529 plans cost? Dementia, your parents and you. Columbia University researchers found nearly 1 in 10 older Americans has dementia, including 35% of those in their 90s. In addition, the 2022 study found that almost 10% of those 65 and older have dementia, and another 22% have mild cognitive impairment. The National Institute on Aging reports that money problems may be one of the first noticeable signs of dementia. A significant challenge for those suffering from dementia is that they may be totally unaware that they have it. They may recognize that they often misplace their car keys or forget a name, but they may be oblivious to other symptoms, including those impacting their financial life, or they may try to hide their struggles. So what to look for? If you're involved in the life of an older individual, there are some things you can look for to recognize the possibility that they're losing their ability to handle money matters. Look for signs of money problems such as trouble counting change, paying for a purchase, calculating a tip, balancing a checkbook, or simply understanding a bank statement. They may be afraid or worried when they talk about money. And there's some other signs too, including unopened and unpaid bills, significant new purchases on a credit card, unexpected new purchases showing up in the home, and money missing from a bank account. These are telltale signs that an individual needs help from a family member or legal representative. Yet it would be not surprising to encounter resistance to exchanging their independence for what feels like dependence. A gentle hand, offering support for budget and bill paying without being seen as overly controlling, can protect the older adult from financial implosion or fraud. While they may not fully understand how much they need that help, over time they may grow to appreciate the assistance. Once you're aware of a problem, here are a few steps you can take. First, identify trusted help. Who in the family is the best choice to help? This person must have both the financial skills and a patient personality to form a trusted collaboration. If family is not possible, tap the expertise of a trusted social or legal professional in your community to learn what your options are. Establish transparency. The helper, perhaps you, will need a complete picture of the person's finances, including income, expenses, and assets. Consider establishing a formal consent to manage finances. Keep it legal and well documented by consulting a trusted attorney, preferably when the individual needing help can still consent to it. Create a budget. With the help of financial transparency, you'll establish a monthly budget. Use the tools available in the My Penny Earned Budgeting and Financial Goals course. And there's automatic bill paying. Set up automatic bill payments to ensure that bills are paid correctly and on time. As the Columbia study noted, dementia and cognitive impairment go hand in hand with age. Nearly 10% of those 65 and older have dementia, and that number jumps to more than a third of those in their 90s. That gets us to the discussion of longevity risk and how that may impact your retirement plans. What are the chances you'll live long and eventually struggle with dementia? In the My Penny Earned Managing Your Retirement Income webinar, we learned that while the average life expectancy for a 65-year-old is approximately 87 years, only 4% of people will die at that age. Should this longevity potential change how you protect your retirement savings in old age? What can you do now to plan for and protect your future retirement income if you live into your 80s, 90s, or beyond? Get your plan started today by taking an hour to review the Managing Your Retirement Income webinar. Thanks for joining me. Remember, My Penny Earned is a retirement and financial education service of relational gravity. The content of this newsletter is for educational purposes only. You should not construe any information here as retirement, financial, or investment advice. Any decision connected with your funds, investments, or transactions must not be made solely on the content of this service. You should consult your financial advisor before taking any action.